All right, welcome back to Seacrest Field. Here we are, Clint Robus alongside Ron Powell, Journal-Star, looking at this week's high school football action. So we have a couple big games here this weekend again. So let's just start with the big city games we have.
Well, Thursday night we start out with Omaha Benson at Northeast right behind us. Both teams 1-1. Northeast pulled off a big win against North Star last week. Yeah. That confidence should carry over for them. One of these two teams is going to win a game and go into week 4 with a lot more confidence. So it'll be a big game for both teams. And of course, Friday we have two big games here at Seacrest right behind us. Millard West, Southwest at 4:30. Both teams ranked. Southwest coming off the big win over Southeast, and of course Millard West just ran right over Millard North, rushed for almost 500 yards. Oh, wow. They've got an all-state running back, Brody Belt. He's going to be hard for the Silverhawks to contain. That's going to be an interesting game. This is the first time we've had a ranked Lincoln team going against one of those top 5 teams from Omaha. So this is going to kind of be a barometer on how Lincoln compares with those top teams in Omaha this season. Okay. And then the 8 o'clock game after that's big rivalry, East and Southeast, intercity battle. And you've got to know that Southeast has had this one marked on the calendar because East ended their season last year. Southeast led that playoff game, that first-round playoff game, 21-0 and lost 24-21. So I'm sure there's going to be some pretty high emotions both ways going into that one.
Ready. And it seemed like Southeast talked a lot about getting to the playoffs, getting back to the playoffs last season, but then, it was a bittersweet feeling because they lost in the first round. They want to go farther than they did last year.
Oh, exactly. And, the players that were on that team that are back, they remember that game. That game motivated them all summer. I know Bryson Williams talked about that in the preseason. So got another big intra-city matchup as well at Nebraska Wesleyan. We have Lincoln Christian, Lincoln Lutheran taking on each other.
And sword battle.
Exactly. And Lincoln Christian kind of licking their wounds a little bit after getting shut out by Wahoo. Lincoln Lutheran's got some injury issues. Zach Clausen didn't play last week, their starting quarterback. And I don't know what his situation's going to be for Friday, but, you can throw all the records out in that one. Both teams are going to be coming out going hard, and that one could very well go right down to the end.
What other city? I know Lincoln High heads up to Papillion.
Got Lincoln High and North Star both heading to Omaha. We have Lincoln High at Papillion La Vista South, and boy, the Lincoln High offense is just unbelievable. We will have a feature in Prep Extra on Thursday on that offense, and quarterback Cedric Case, whose efficiency throwing the ball is just unbelievable, and he has some very quick athletic receivers who can make plays. And then we have North Star going up to Bellevue West, the defending state champions, on Friday night, and that'll be a tall order for the Navigators.
What other games around the state, or game around the state, is one you've got highlighted, one you've got circled?
Well, the big Class B game this week is Elkhorn at Beatrice. Beatrice ranked number 5, Elkhorn number 6. That'll be a very physical football game. Both teams, 2-0. And of course, Beatrice has Cameron Juergens. They've been using him in various ways.
Every way.
Yeah, various ways. And Elkhorn's always got a physical team, so it's going to be a good matchup of teams that really like to hit. And then in C1, we've got Wahoo at Norfolk Catholic, and Wahoo has not given up a point this year in lopsided wins over Ashland Greenwood and Lincoln Christian. And then, of course, you have Norfolk Catholic with that 1-2 punch of Dylan Kotz and Evan Smith running the ball. And, of course, Wahoo's got a very good running back as well, and Dylan Egger. So it's going to be a matchup of good rushing teams there.
Okay. Any in C2 or?
Lincoln Lutheran.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
With Lincoln Christian, that's a big game, at least locally. You got Oakland, Craig, and Crofton going at it up there in the northeast part of the state. Crofton, made a deep run last year in the playoffs, and they graduate a lot of people, and now they're trying to kind of see where they're at again.
All right, well, we'll be back Thursday and Friday with coverage from Thursday and Friday's games. We'll have a live chat with updates on Friday from games across the state. And be sure to check back at journalstar.com for all your Week 3 high school football action. Thanks for joining us.